Your MC, put your hands together for the one, the only, Joe Luzzi!
All right. How's everybody doing tonight? Yeah, right on. Well, welcome to Laughs. We got some great winter drink specials. Check those out. Once you get a couple of those, in case you get confused, the bathrooms are all the way to the back and to the left. We don't need you messing that up. And if you guys check out fill out the little cards on your table, you'll receive 6 free tickets to your birthday month to any show you want. So, yeah, nice. Do that. You guys ready to have some fun tonight? Yeah. So I had something interesting happen to me recently. My girlfriend, she left town for about a week, and anytime a pretty girl would be nice to me, I thought it was this big elaborate trap that my girlfriend had set for me. Like I was in line trying to get a sandwich, and this girl stands next to me and says, boy, the food smells great. I said, oh, so how do you know my girlfriend? Ridiculous. Yeah, I do some weird things that don't really make a lot of sense. Like I'll eat 9 candy bars and wash it down with a glass of almond milk because regular milk is bad for you. Doesn't make sense at all. Another weird thing I do is I can't sit on a toilet seat, everybody. I choose to hover. I hover in public, I hover at home. I've never actually sat on my own toilet seat in my own house. It's a sickness. But if anybody out there wants to have a wall sit competition, count me in. But I was at work in the bathroom the other day, and I noticed that the roll of toilet paper was gone, but it was not replaced. And I had to think, did this person's ass really only require the exact amount of toilet paper left on that roll? Or more likely, did they get what they could and didn't think that changing the roll was worth a little bit of poop in their pants? But you know what, to be fair, maybe they saw the roll was getting low and decided to live like a king with extra large folds and crumples until the whole thing was gone. But I don't think that happened. I think he's got a little bit of poop in his pants, everybody. Makes me mad. Another thing that makes me mad is in traffic. The guy at the red light moves up 1 inch every 5 seconds. Stopping and starting, stopping and starting. Making you think the light keeps turning green and distracting you from texting like everybody else at the red light. And this is the same asshole with the family cartoon car stickers, with one for each idiot parent, idiot child, idiot pet, dead idiot pet. I guess it's to show me how many orphans I'm gonna make after I sideswipe their car and first into a fucking telephone pole. But yeah, I got some bigger problems. I just learned recently that you should never road rage without tinted windows. Here's what happened. I was driving up to a red light and this guy was going really slow, so I didn't honk my horn, I didn't flip him off, I just very politely screamed obscenities in my car and drove around him. And I get up to the red light and I could just feel that shit was about to go down, and sure enough, I look over and this old man in the truck is just screaming at me. So I roll my window down and he says, "Saving a lot of time there, Big Mouth?" Big Mouth? Why are you calling me Big Mouth, sir? He says, "Oh, you don't think I can see you mouthing the words F you back in your car?" I said, "No, actually, I didn't think you could see that at all." Checkmate. I had nothing to, I don't know. I just drove off. But then I thought, as I was driving off, I thought, wait a second, this guy is going around driving like shit on purpose and then watching for people to be getting mad at him and then yelling at them. That's incredible. It's like I just met myself from the future. Then all of a sudden the truck sideswiped my car head first into a telephone pole. But yeah, I don't really blame my, wait. Yeah, so I've got some anger problems, everybody, and I choose to blame my parents. Because every time I talk to my parents, I have to exercise so much patience, I have none left for the rest of the world. For example, my dad, bless his heart, he's starting to forget doing things like having firewood delivered to my house as a present. Now, assuming you remember ordering the wood, when it arrived, I texted him something cryptic like, "The eagle has landed." And his response to that was, "Does that mean you're high on something, son?" I said, "No, Dad, it's 7 o'clock in the morning, the firewood was delivered." He said, "Oh, so you need to borrow money?" Oh, God. Okay, so at that point, I just tried to talk to my mom to speed up the whole communication process. But that never works, because all she ever wants to talk about is how I'm ever going to find a wife with those shoes that I wear, or the car that I drive, or am I really going to find the one with that untrimmed neck hair? At that point, I'll just try to get off the phone as quickly as possible, but every time I do, she always has to say something disgusting. I'll say, "Okay, Mom, love you, goodbye." "Oh, okay, son, well, keep a wrinkle in it." It's disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. But yeah, I don't actually blame my anger problems on my parents. I was adopted by two of the greatest people in the world. I didn't deserve them, because I was just sort of a weird, shitty little kid. I did some weird things growing up. Like, when I was growing up, I decided that I didn't want to poop anymore. I was tired of it. Sitting on the toilet seat, wiping my butt, washing my hands, the whole thing, just forget about it. And I actually thought that that was an option, to just not poop anymore. Until about 72 hours later, when I was in the fetal position with the family doctor's finger up my butt. Another weird thing I did was I had this obsession with my socks. They had to be pulled up at all times. Otherwise, I would freak out and scream, "My socks aren't obeying me!" Yeah, weird. Another thing I did is I went into the bathroom with the lights off to brush my teeth with what I thought was toothpaste. Turned out to be Preparation H instead. Yeah, so I turn the light on when I brush my teeth now. Another thing I did growing up was I like to practice wrestling moves on pillows. So this one day I decided for this big finale I was gonna body slam this pillow 20 feet out of a tree. Yeah, so I get up 20 feet in the tree, branch breaks, I fall, break my arm, and get a concussion. Now at this point, if you're my parents, you gotta be thinking, we paid full price. For a kid that wrestles pillows and trees and loses. He brushes his teeth with hemorrhoid cream. He screams at his socks all day. And every 6 months we have to take him to the hospital because he decided to stop pooping again. Somebody got ripped off here. But growing up in my parents' house, I had a secret drawer, everybody. And in this secret drawer, it consisted of 3 items. Being a bottle of booze, a bag of weed, and a VHS tape of some of the most disgusting porn you've ever seen in your life. So me and my buddies, we go out and we have some of the booze. Tastes strong, doesn't really do the trick. Smoke some of the weed, same thing, doesn't really do the trick. Get home, bust out the old VHS tape, and it was in that moment that I realized my parents had found my secret drawer, replaced the booze with vinegar, replaced the weed with lawnmower clippings, and recorded over the VHS tape with a 12-hour NASA launch video. And they didn't even say a word to me. I had to walk up to them and have the balls to look them in the eye and let them know that they know. But the most embarrassing part was about a week later when they caught me jerking off to NASA launch videos. You guys ready for your feature comic tonight? Yeah. This guy's great. He was in the Seattle International Comedy Competition. He also competed in the World Series of Comedy in Las Vegas. Give it up, everybody, for Corin Michaelis.